prayed every hour for a full day. Here's what happened. Now, at first I thought this was not realistic, but I was so curious how it would change my day that I had to give it a try. 8 a.m., the to-do list rush. The moment that I woke up, my brain was flooded with everything that I had to do. I stopped and prayed instead of jumping straight into the stress, and it really changed the way that my day started. But to be honest, I didn't feel fully connected yet. For the next few hours, I mostly asked God for things that were on my heart, but something shifted. I started feeling lighter, like I was handing my worries over to Him, and I was remembering that a loving God was in control of my fate and not just random chance. 12 p.m., a perspective shift. By noon, I had prayed through all of my own list, so I started praying for others, and this is where the biggest shift in my mindset happened. It was like the scope of my perception went from what was directly in front of me to my larger purpose. It wasn't just about what I accomplished for me, it was about how God was using me in the lives of others, and that made my day feel so much more special. 2 p.m. Distractions are real. I got caught up in work and I snoozed my prayer alarm twice. It reminded me that distractions will always be there, but God isn't keeping score. He just wants us to come back. 3 p.m. A surprising benefit. I thought that stopping every hour would be disruptive to my day, but instead, it gave me these mental reset breaks and I actually felt more focused, not less. 7 p.m. Seeing God move. One of the prayers that I had prayed in the morning, God answered. I almost forgot that prayer actually works. It was a small prayer, and had I not written it down, I might not have even noticed. But since I was paying attention, it really gave me the thrill of realizing that God was actually listening, like a little wink from Him. 8 p.m. Overcoming limiting beliefs. I asked God to reveal a limiting belief, and He called to my mind that just because something didn't work out before doesn't mean that it won't work now. Faith means casting our nets again, even when we feel like we've tried everything. 9 p.m. Listening instead of talking. For the first time all day, I just listened, and I heard God say, expand your focus. Don't let the enemy distract and discourage you. Plus a couple other things that I'll keep just between Him and I. 10 p.m. The greatest gift of prayer. Before I ended the day, I asked God for one thing, to experience the fruit of the Spirit. And that's when it all made sense. Prayer isn't just about getting answers. It's about shifting our focus. When our focus changes, so does our heart and our entire experience of life. As Tony Robbins always says, what's wrong with the world and what's right with the world are always available, but what you focus on is what you will feel. Prayer resets your focus. Maybe you don't need to pray every hour, but what would happen if you invited God into your day more often?